Hello, P3 students. Welcome again in our Math 3 class, and we are still on Chapter 7, Patterns with Numbers and Shapes. In this video, you will learn Lesson 2, Make Number Patterns with Term-to-Term Rule, and Lesson 3, Make Patterns with Shapes. Okay, are you ready? Come on, let's start. Okay, let's start with lesson B. Make number patterns with term-to-term rules. So in this video or in this picture, you can see children, Kaz. This is Kaz. What do you notice about the dots? Look at the dot that she is making. On the first egg, it has 2 blue dots, right? On the second one, it has 4. Then it has 6 here, then 8, then 10. What pattern can you see, children, with the dots? Right, it always added by 2, okay? Okay, take a look here. So, Kaz makes another craft with stick with 12 dots. So, what other patterns can Kaz make? So, from 8, then 10, and 12, if she will continue, it will be 14 dots, 16, then 18, then 20 dots, because it always added by 2. Okay, let's continue with this one. I have here John's books. John has 25 books. He gets 5 more books every month. So this is an increasing pattern. It means it keeps bigger. It keeps adding. So 25 books, 5 more books is 30, another 5 more is 35, then another 5 is 40, another 5 is 45, another 5 is 50, and another 5 is 55. So the number becomes greater each time. So it increases by 5 each time. Okay. Next, I have here Nurul's egg. Nurul has 20 eggs. She eats 2 eggs every day. So what will happen? Is it increasing or it will decrease? So at this time, this is a decreasing pattern because she will eat or she eats 2 eggs every day. So every day, it will be deducted by 2 eggs. So from 20, 2 less is 18, another 2 is 16, another 2 is 14, another 2 is 12, and another 2 is 10. So the number becomes smaller each time because this is a decreasing pattern. If increasing pattern, the number becomes greater each time. If decreasing pattern, the number becomes smaller each time. So what other decreasing patterns can you make? Can you make some other patterns? Okay, let's continue with we have paintings. Take a look here. We have made 10 paintings in January. He made 10 more each month. So from January is 10, there is 10 more each month. So it becomes 20 on the second month. Then 30 on the third month and 40 on the fourth month. Now, as you can see here, children, this is what we call the 10, which is the first, called the first term. 20 is the second term, 30 is the third term, and 40 is the fourth term. The dot shows, children, if you can see, there are 3 dots here. Take a look, this one. The 3 dots here show that there are more numbers in this pattern. So from 40, if we want to get the 5th term, so it says here that he made 10 more each month. So the 5th term is 50. The next term is 60 because it keeps adding by 10. So this is continuing pattern. So how do we find the 5th and 6th term? Of course, we just simply add by 10 each time. So the term-to-term rule, so to get the next term, when we say term-to-term rule, the law, fraction, or the step that we are going to find is that to get the 5th term here, what are we going to do? We just simply add 10 to the term before its time. So if this is 40, we add 10, that is 50. If we add 10 again, that is 60. If we need, and the next one, we need to add more, 70. So if we want to find the 10th term, So if fourth term is 40, 50, fifth term, sixth term 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Therefore, the 10th term is 100 paintings. So do you understand now, P3, what it means by term-to-term rule? Okay, so find the difference between this term and the next. Each number is a pattern. In a pattern is called term. So this number in its pattern are called term. 10 is called constant. What is constant, children? Constant means a number that will not change. Because when we add 10 here, it does not change. We always add 10 each time. Okay? We just simply add 10 each time. Okay, let's continue. Still the same with we house painting. So to get the fifth and sixth term, we simply add 10 to each term. So to get the fifth, we add 10 to 40, and that is 50. To get the sixth term, we add 10 to 50, and that is 60. Okay? So what will be the 10th term? Again, we will add until we get the 10th term, and that is 100 paintings. Okay, let's try, or let's move to lesson C, which is make patterns with shapes. Now this time we will use shapes to make patterns. Okay, what do you notice about the blocks? What have you noticed, children? We have a big block here and a small one. The next two big blocks, then one small, then three big blocks and a single one here. Then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, the small one is part of the block. So we have 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, so that's the pattern, right? Okay, let's have here. What would the next set of blocks look like? Okay, this is one block, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, the next block will consist of, yes, 5 blocks. Okay, that will be the next pattern after that. Okay, let's continue. We have here Raj stairs. Raj makes a set of stairs by adding the same number of cubes each time. Take a look. First term is 1 cube. Second is 2 cubes. Because he only adds 1. So from 2, he adds 1 more, it becomes 3. Then he adds 1 more, it becomes 4. So what is the term-to-term rule? You remember the term-to-term rule? From term 1 to term 2, just simply add 1 cube. Always add 1 from the previous. So before term, example, term 1 is 1, we simply add 1. Then we get 2. 2, we add 1 more. So our term-to-term rule is add 1 each time. Okay. So 1 is a constant because it is the same number that's added each time. So we continue the pattern by adding 1 cube to the previous term. When we see previous term like this is 4 cubes. What is the previous term? 3. So we add 1 to 3 to get 4. If we want to get the fifth term here, we add 1 to 4 cubes. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So that is our term-to-term rule. Add 1 cube each time. Okay, so to get the fifth term, see, we add 1 to the fourth term, which is 4, and that is 5 term. So what will the 10th term look like? So remember, our term-to-term rule is always add 1 each time, 1 cube each time. So the 10th term will look like a very tall stair with 10 cubes. Again, with 10 cubes. It's very tall. You have to be careful. Okay, we have here Amanda's pattern. Look at Amanda's pattern. Amanda makes a pattern by taking away the same number of triangle each time. Let's count the first term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. And of course, under is also 5. So there are 10 triangles. On the second term, it becomes 8 only. So she deduct or she take out 2. On the third term, it becomes 6 because she takes 2 again. And on the fourth term, it becomes 4. So it becomes decreasing. It becomes decreased, children. The number of the triangles become smaller. So if she will continue subtracting from the previous term, what will happen? It will become 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Then if we get another 2, 0. Okay. So what will be the sixth term? So fourth term is 4, fifth term is 2. So the sixth term will be 2 triangles minus 2 is 0. So 0, there are no more triangles in the sixth term for Amanda's pattern. So again, in these patterns of Amanda, the sixth term, it will become 0. So the pattern will only stop until 0 because there is no more triangles. Okay? And that's all about lesson 2, making number patterns with term-to-term rule. And lesson 3, make patterns with shades. I will discuss more about this lesson, children, during our class. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you learn a lot in this video. Always remember to stay safe and healthy. God bless, be free, and enjoy your day.